Italy history. The modern country of Italy, located in the south of continental Europe, was the place from which the great nations and cultures that influenced most of the peoples of the ancient and modern world alike arose. Italy also included the ancient Roman Empire and ruled most of the lands of the ancient world. Italian culture was able to form the modern European Renaissance that affected the course of European thought and the world in general, and the modern Republic of Italy is one of the influential countries in the world because of its strong economic position in Europe and its culture, which makes it the most attractive country for tourists in the world. Ancient history. Man settled in Italy nearly 200,000 years ago, and by the 7th century BC the Greeks began establishing colonies on the coast of Sicily and southern Italy in what was known as Greater Greece. The city of Rome grew over the centuries to include the achievements of the Greek and Roman civilizations in a mixture that led to the establishment of the Roman Empire based on its cultural heritage and Western civilization in general. The Roman Empire continued to dominate the ancient world until it began to decline since the 2nd century AD and the advent of Christianity, and it was divided into two parts. The western part of it, which consisted of modern Italy, collapsed due to the Gothic attacks that introduced it. In the medieval period, Renaissance and Enlightenment. By the 15th century, the Italian lands were the most civilized on the continent of Europe, yet they could not unite again, and remained divided into countries such as Naples, Florence, and Venice, and that period was called the Renaissance due to the rediscovery and revival of ancient ideas, which represented a push forward to get out of the ignorance of the Middle Ages, and the Italians left many important works in thought, art and literature, and Florence was the center of the artistic Renaissance with the presence of great artists such as Da Vinci and Michelangelo. In the 16th and 17th centuries, the Spaniards and Austrians controlled large parts of the Italian lands, and Italy was plundered from the Spaniards, but the Austrian Habsburg emperors adopted the Enlightenment to improve economic conditions, making the major Italian cities fertile ground for thought. Unification of Italy. National movements for the unification of Italy occurred in the middle of the 19th century, and in 1866 Victor Emmanuel II joined Prussia in the Austro-Prussian War, and was able to annex Venice to the Kingdom of Italy, and in 1870 France withdrew from large parts of Italian territory during the Franco-Prussian War, which allowed the Italian king to expand his kingdom and annex other parts of the Italian lands, and after a few years Rome was annexed to the kingdom, and the capital moved from Florence to it. The system of government became a parliamentary monarchy. History of Rome. Rome has been the official capital of Italy since 1871 AD, and was the capital of the ancient Roman Empire. Rome is located in the center of the Italian state near the Tiber River. Rome is the largest city in the Italian country, with a population of 2,555,000. There are still disputes between historians and archaeologists about the date of construction of the city of Rome. Some analyses indicate that Emperor Romulus built it in 753 BC, and some historians indicate that it was built in the 8th century BC. After the construction of the city of Rome, it became the capital of the Roman Empire, and derived its benefits from the conquest and control of the surrounding areas, and the city of Rome became large and prominent in the 3rd century BC, and the population increased dramatically at the beginning of the 2nd century BC as a result of the migration of large numbers of Italian farmers and their work in agriculture. Rome in the Middle Ages. During the reign of Constantine I, the religious importance of Rome increased, and it became the center of the church, and after the sack of Rome in 410 AD by Alaric I, and in 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire fell. All these events led to the rule of the Byzantines and the Germans over Rome, and remained so until 751 AD. The Lombards defeated the Byzantines and got rid of them, and Pepin the Short granted the Pope in 756 AD the jurisdiction over Rome and the surrounding areas, and Rome continued as the capital of the Papal State until 1870 AD, when Italy annexed it to its state. After Rome joined the Italian state, it became a destination for Christian pilgrims, and was a center of conflict between the papacy and the Holy Roman Empire. Rome in the modern era. In the latter half of the 15th century, the popes moved the Italian Renaissance from Florence to Rome, during which time the popes were notorious for corruption and extravagant lives. Focus on building a civilization,